All right, here with victorious West Liberty head coach Ben Hallett and athletes coach. We'll have you start us off with an opening statement and then turn it over for some questions.
Yeah, first off, I want to say how much respect I have for Coach Rukavina. This was an uncomfortable game for us to go into because we've already played these guys, and he just does such a good job with them, and they had just such an unbelievable season. And I know they have a lot of older players on the team and seniors, and those guys were really good for a long time. And for us to beat them at that level, I truly did not expect that. But again, really proud of these guys. I thought these guys played really hard and shared the basketball at a high level. So we're not going to feel too good about this. We've got a really tough game tomorrow in Mercyhurst, and so we'll go get something to eat and start preparing for those guys tomorrow.
Questions?
Coach, Mario
Hold
Damien.
on.
Mario Damien, I work for the Pen. Can you just talk about kind of how your press in the first half really seemed to make Pittston sound really uncomfortable, and how you think that kind of set the tone for the rest of the game?
That's kind of what we do. We knew they weren't the deepest team coming into the game, so we really wanted to try and wear them out. And we had a pretty good idea of what they were going to do against our pressure, and I thought we had a really good week of practice going in. And again, I thought our guards created a lot of havoc today. And I thought even when we didn't get a turnover, create a turnover, I thought, mentally they had to pick up the pace a little bit on their end. So physically, mentally, I thought we wore them down, and that's big for us.
Mark Burdick, Renda Media of Indiana. Question for Bryce, if I could. Bryce, I know it's not your first time here, obviously, but 30 minutes from home. I'm sure you have a lot of friends and family that are here today. Talk about, playing close to your backyard, and obviously you led the way with 27 points too. So talk about what was going well for you today.
Yeah, had a lot of support here from family and friends. It was really nice to see. Like you said, I was here last year and made this walk down here very disappointing. So I just came in here with a chip on my shoulder and just tried to do whatever I could to help the team win today.
Pat Doherty from Renda Media. And anybody can answer this question, Coach. Well, I'll start with you, Coach. Last year you came to the regional in this building, and obviously the outcome wasn't what you had hoped for. I would say most people thought it was an upset. How has that prepared you this year or your team? I mean, Bryce talked about a chip on his shoulder. I know it's a new team, it's a new year, but has that been a motivation for your guys at all this year?
Yes, 100%. Kind of the same thing. I remember being in here last year and just didn't have a good feeling about our team, just from a lot of different areas. And these 14 guys that we have right now, they're a lot of fun to coach, and they have a lot of fun. In practice, they practice the right way, they play the right way, and I think there is a sour taste in our mouth from last year. And we do have a lot of new guys, but we do have a lot of returners too from last year's team, and we're not taking this for granted. And again, really the only thing on our mind right now is Mercyhurst. We're not going to feel good about ourselves just because we won round one. That's not the standard here. The standard is to win the regional, and that's kind of our goal. And Mercyhurst is in our way right now.
Malik, big game as well today, 22 points. Talk about your own performance. I know you guys averaged 101 and you put 112 on the board today. What fueled the offense again today?
Just being aggressive and trusting each other. Team that we played is a really big gap help defense, so sharing the ball was crucial for us. So just our guys were nice and spaced and hitting the open man, and my guys found me in the right positions, honestly.
For Coach, tomorrow, looking ahead, Mercyhurst, a much different style team that you'll play tomorrow. So how do you, short turnaround, one day to the next, talk about the preparation that goes into going against Gary Matchell's coached team?
I'm open for suggestions. I've watched these guys throughout the season. Defensively, they're elite. They're really good defensively, and they're physical. It's going to take a really good effort from us to get a win tomorrow. But for me personally, I still got a sour taste in my mouth from 2 or 3 years ago when they beat us in the Sweet 16 here. I still remember that game, and It's not about me and Coach Manchell, it's about West Liberty and Mercyhurst, and we'll have our guys ready to go tomorrow.
Anybody else?
Mario Damon from the Pen. Coach, I'm just interested to hear what you say. You mentioned Mercyhurst, obviously. How do you think your guys' fast-paced, high-powered offense matches up with such a defensive team like that?
That's a good question. I don't know. I hope we can get the pace going. I think that's going to be crucial for us tomorrow is to get the pace going. But again, they run such a unique defense, kind of like us. We're a unique defense, but they're a very unique defense as well. So we got to stay up late tonight as coaches and try to figure out what the heck they're doing because I have no idea right now. They're just a really good defensive team.
And then we'll close it out here with Ben. Obviously, you guys kind of dominated the paint a lot based off your press and your turnovers. How do you think that sort of approach, the aggressive approach and winning the points in the paint battle helped you guys this evening?
I think the biggest point of emphasis for us was just like overall effort for every guy. I mean, Coach says if all 5 guys don't do it, it's not going to work. So I think we all kind of took that very personally and that everyone stepped up and just put their full effort forward. And I think we all know what the stakes are here. So I think we're all just locked in.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.